that we would only be in Boston for one day, we decided that we were going to visit the Freedom Trail. So we went and parked pretty close to the Visitor Center by the USS Constitution, and we started the trail there. We looked at the big ol' USS Constitution ship, and we checked out the Visitor Center, and then we moved on. We made our way to the Bunker Hill Monument, which is pretty cool from the outside, but what's even cooler about it is that you can go in the inside and go to the top of it. Now you have to go up almost 300 stairs to get to the top, but in my opinion it's worth it because you can see like all around Boston from up top. But it is pretty tight going up there, and it is pretty stuffy going up there in the summertime, so if you're claustrophobic, I wouldn't go up there if I were you. Next, we crossed over the Charles River to get to the rest of the Freedom Trail. Now, it's pretty easy to navigate the Freedom Trail as there are red bricks laid in the sidewalk all along the trail. There are also some signs every once in a while, and I followed along on the GPS on my phone, so it was pretty easy to navigate from site to site. After crossing the river, the first place to see is the Copp's Hill Burial Ground. This place dates back all the way to 1659, so there's just tons of old graves here, and you can still read a lot of the stones, so in a very macabre way, is actually one of my favorite places to see in the Freedom Trail. The Old North Church is next on the Freedom Trail. This is where Paul Revere had lanterns displayed to signal that the British were coming during the Revolution. This church is also the oldest one in Boston that's still standing, and it is still a functioning church. The Paul Revere house is also located pretty close to here, but somehow we missed it. So we kind of moved on to the area of the Freedom Trail where the majority of the sites are. Taking the walk over there gave us the opportunity to actually look around Boston a little bit as opposed to just the historical parts of it. The old State House was a central location when everybody started talking about revolutions and not liking taxes and all that stuff leading up to the Revolutionary War. And the Boston Massacre site is right outside of it. And now I was kind of disappointed with what commemorates the Boston Massacre site. I thought that there would be a little bit more to it. The next couple places we just kind of passed by, including the Old South Meeting House and the Old City Hall. Then there's the Grand Reburying Ground, which has a handful of graves of historic Americans. Sam Adams is here, as well as John Hancock and Paul Revere. Some members of Benjamin Franklin's family are here, including his parents. Really, the last thing that we saw was the current State House, which we pretty much just walked by in passing. That just about wraps up the day that I spent in Boston, though we did take a little bit of time to chill in Boston Commons. Also, we did miss a couple of places on the Freedom Trail, so if you look at a map, you can see what spots that I missed. As always, comment, subscribe, and all that, and thanks for watching.